Hello and welcome to Trucking Answers. It's the Sunday Rant. It's all rainy out again. Not great. Don't get a lot of cars in the winter time to look at. Slightly under the weather this week, as the weather has been, but that doesn't stop us from working. Let me tell you a story on the Sunday Rant about this week. So I go out and do a bunch of stuff and come back, and then they're like, hey, can you go do some more stuff, some mow? So I do that. Then he goes, hey, do you have time to go get this trailer and bring it back? All right, so I'm just over 13 hours at that time. And I go, yeah, I can get it if it's ready, but I don't want to use my 16-hour day, which I get once a week. But, so let me go get it. Let me just run over there and get it. So this is the problem, I think, of Gen Z. That's what they would call these people. You people, like Rush said. I go over to the place to get the trailer. See, here's the thing. I go there all the time. Okay, so that's going to factor into this in a minute. And, of course, I go to the people up front. They don't have any idea about it. So I got to go in the back where I don't normally go and go in the door, and then you go to the receptionist, person at the window, whatever, and I go, hey, I'm here for a trailer. They don't move. They are covered with a coat, sitting on a chair, sleeping. So I sit there for a second, and then I tap on the glass with the end of my pen. And just as a side note, drivers, I don't know if you know this, you can actually bring a pen with you when you go inside. Okay? Take note of that. Please make a note of it. Tap on the window, no movement. So I slide the window open, and I go, hello, just like that. Hello. She goes, break, talk to you later. Isn't that great? And I'm sure somebody's screaming, well, Mark, you probably on break. Look, if you're going to sleep or cover yourself with a coat or whatever, go in the back. Don't sit there where people come in and take a snooze, a siesta. But now we go back to what I said earlier, where I have a callback to that, and I say, wait a minute. I know her boss, the person who's in charge of all the loading of the trailers, and her. So I whip out the old phone. I have a cell phone, it turns out. They're new. You can get them. You can carry a phone with you. Okay? So I call him from there with that window open, and I go, hey, I'm here at the window to get the trailer you said is ready, but the person at the window is sleeping. And I said, she may need medical attention. I'm not a doctor. You may want to call an ambulance. And the jacket stirs. She goes, I'm fine. It was too funny. Look, I thought it was funny. I'm fine. So I go, look, I don't have a lot of time. Where's my trailer? Let me go get it because your workers are sleeping. And so I don't have time to wake them up or whatever's going on. So he tells me where the trailer's and that, and so I can go get it. All right, and here's the thing. At that point, I'd been working over 13 hours. And, being in my extreme upper 30s, that's a long day for me. This person was a Gen Z person. So putting her in her mid-20s, young to mid-20s, and sleeping. These are the same people that complain there are no opportunities, there's no good jobs, we can't get ahead in life, we can't do anything. Look, can you stay awake for one 8-hour shift? Because that's what they work in there. Okay, can you do that? All right, that might get you a little further. I've always said if you'll just come in and even just do your job without anything extra, you are ahead of a lot of people. Okay, I think that for sure. But the thing is, if you're going to sleep there, I don't want to hear about it. When I come in, and I'm considerably older than she was, and I'm still working, and still had more work to do. All right, and I don't get all these breaks that all these people get. So I just didn't get it. There's stuff to do. There's people coming in, and you're sleeping. I don't get it. I'm sure there's some Gen Zs, if they were able to figure out, get out of their mom's basement and watch this video saying, hey, Mark, I work hard or whatever, I'm sure. But the perception is that many don't, and then I come into a sleeping person. I don't get it. Is this what's happening with truck drivers as well? Gen Z truck drivers, are there any at that age, really? Are there any, younger 20-year-old people going into trucking? I suppose some. Are they just like, oh my God, 2 hours, I have to stop for the day, I have to take a nap or whatever? You can't be doing that. If you want to, get ahead, you have to work. Mike Rowe said that, work, it's success. How do you say it? Success shows up disguised as work. That's why most people are unable to find it. Go to work, all right? I need my trailer. I don't have time to dilly-dally and, while you're napping in front of the window. And certainly if you're going to be taking a break that is a sleeping break, go in the back. Do not sit there where people can just stand there and watch you sleep. I don't know where she was in her break point, if it was a lunch or just a break, and how long I would have had to sit there. It's ridiculous. I find it to be ridiculous. And this holds drivers up everywhere. She doesn't realize it. And I told him in the back, I said, this is what's happening. Drivers have a clock that they have to run on, and this is the problem. I said, you know that, but we need to remember that for people at the window. If somebody's on break, somebody should take her place. Well, she's on break. You don't send everybody at one time so that the window remains open so people can get their trailers and keep moving. We don't have time to sit around, right? We have a limited clock where she could literally work all day if she wanted to. I found it to be ridiculous. Don't sleep at the window. And Gen Z, don't sleep at all. You're young. You can stay awake for several days at a time, right? So you got to be able to outwork someone that's older than you, someone that's a lot older than you. If you can't do that, then yeah, you're going to just, play games in your mom's basement. All right. Well, if it ever stops raining, we'll get back to cars as well. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back soon with another Trucking Answers while we're awake.